If they sign his check, you better get it right.
Yeah, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball off the plate. Adrianza chases. He turned to home plate umpire Tyler Jones afterwards and asked if that pitch was in the zone. It wasn't, and Bradford has a strikeout to begin today's game. Daniel Robert, Grant Anderson, and Jonathan Holder as well. 2-2. That one is driven up the alley in right center field, slicing away from Taveras, and it bounces towards the wall. Taveras cuts it off on the track. Sano being sent around third. The relay throw is cut off by Lowe. Sano scores. Standing up at second with an RBI double is Logan O'Hoppe, and the Angels strike first today. Kicks with it before completing his delivery to the plate. Low swinging 3-0 and hammers one to right center field. That's over the reach of Moniak, and it rolls to the wall. Lowe will cruise up to second base with a double. He had the green light, got a pitch to hit, and I'm not sure if Moniak would have been able to make a play, but
had an excellent year for manager Buck Showalter that season. Hit .288, stole 14 bases, played a number of positions. The pitch is swung on and missed by Moniak. And there is one away. 2 strikeouts now for Bradford. He got Arianza to start the first inning. The coach at first is Bo Porter. The Rangers with Heim doing the catching. The pitch, a check swing. He went around on a changeup. Bradford fooling Dozier and picks up his third punch out. Angels on top, 1-0. Jordan Adams is next. Adams listed by MLB.com as the number 50. The count is 1-2, Bradford from the stretch. He pushes off and comes home, and he struck him out looking with a fastball on the outside corner. 3 consecutive punch-outs for Cody Bradford here in the second, a total of 4 in the game. And in the middle of the second, the Angels lead 1-0. 1-2, back comes Bradford. And a ground ball pulled weakly over to first. Lowe has it, shovels to Bradford covering. He grabs it in his bare hand and gets his right foot on the base just before Shonwell arrives. A nice play by Cody Bradford on a toss by Lowe that was a little bit behind him. See if Marcus is teeing off here 3-0. Pitch from Anderson. There's a swing and there's a high fly ball to deep left field. Adams shading his eyes with his glove at the wall. He leaps. It is history. It's in the Angels bullpen. Oh, Marcus got the cookie on 3-0, and he didn't miss it. Simeon with his second spring home run, his second run batted in, and he has tied the game at 1.
Well, if you're going to put one in the air, putting it in the air to left is the place to do it with the way the wind is blowing. It's pointing up the third base line. A kick in, the righty's pitch. Fastball slung in there, strike 3. 98 miles an hour at the knees over the inner half. And Rodriguez with a strikeout to begin his afternoon, and that brings up Logan O'Hoppe. 0-2. Check swing. Strike 3 called outside corner. How about that? Yuri Rodriguez, a swift 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 4th with 2 strikeouts. So we go to the home half. We're tied at 1 on TexasRangers.com. Ron Washington is in a similar spot over on the third base side. 1-2. Strike 3 called. Slider at the top of the zone. Horizontal movement from left to right from our vantage point. Right to left out of right field in for the Rangers. 1 out. Count 1-2 to Adams. Rodriguez, the hold, the kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Adams tried to hold off on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, but he went around. And there are 2 outs. Another strikeout for Rodriguez. And this is building his case if today's outing means anything. First pitch, and Neto lifts one in the air to left field. He'll hold on that one. Hill turns, looks, that one's out of here. Whoops. It had to be the very next pitch, huh?
Of course.
2-run home run for Zach Neto. You said the Angels were expecting him to produce at a higher level offensively this year, and well, he put that on display with that swing.
Slider hung a little bit.
Full count. The pitch. And that one hit in the air, a similar spot along the right field line, but this time it's the first baseman LeBlanc going back, but he misses it. In fair territory, it skips across the line into foul ground, but there, that's usually a positive thing. 1-1. And that one is shot through the right side, vacated hole, allows Hill to push one through. A single that's picked up by Moniak. Duffy stops at second, and the Rangers have runners at first and second and 2 outs for Mark.
Wind blowing out toward left and left center, about 10 miles an hour. Temperature in the low 70s as the pitch is swung on and missed. The cut change gets Sano. Ranger pitchers today have struck out 9 Angels batters. Now, that's low for the Cactus League, but with the best pitching. There goes the runner. The pitch is hit in the air to right field. Drifting to his left with plenty of room is Hernandez. He makes the catch, fires back to first in time for the double play. As LeBlanc was running on the pitch and couldn't scamper back in time, that is a 9-3 fly ball double play to end the Angel fifth. No runs, no hits, and nobody left.
We talked to Wash before the game, and he congratulated the Rangers, but then he went on to be very specific about how happy he was for you, talking about 2015, balls scattered all over the infield as you're working at shortstop. What do you remember about those days?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, congrats to Wash for being a manager again. I think he's been working towards that since he was with me in Oakland. But yeah, I mean, he's one of the most famous Rangers managers. He did some great work here. And just to see him, and I saw him before the game just to talk to him, it's never gets old, you know, just talking baseball with him, and he hasn't changed one bit. It's awesome.
Was his stuff with you very specific back in those days when you were trying to learn shortstop?
Yeah, you know, it was 2:30 every day. We worked on the same glove work every day, but we'd change it up when we worked on throwing and different things, and whatever we needed to work on, we would work on it. But the main thing was the consistency and, you know, the work ethic from him and I together. And, you know, I'm still playing middle infield, so I thank him for that for sure.
He said you kind of let your ego go through that process. What made you know that that was the time for you to put in that kind of work in the water?
Well, my performance won, and just to have somebody in your corner. You know, the A's, Billy Bean, you know, front office could have sent me down easily, but instead they hired somebody to help myself and the other infielders, guys like Max Muncy, who's with the Dodgers now. You know, we all needed help, you know, and like I said, the time he put in with us day in and day out, and then the next year in spring training, getting the full spring with him was, you know, extremely helpful for us.
When you talk about you playing 162 games now, you know, in other sports, I think about load management in the NBA, NFL teams trying to, you know, win as many games as they can so they can get rested at the end of the year. What motivates you to do 162?
Well, we're playing baseball. I think baseball is different than basketball and football. You know, this sport's a little easier on our bodies than those sports. I train and prepare to be ready every single day, and I feel like I get better as the season goes on. I feel like momentum kind of helps me. So anytime you know, we have a day off, it's like, ooh, I got to get back in rhythm now. So that's kind of why I keep going every single day. No matter how my body feels, I know that I may be able to do something special out there.
Do you have specific benchmarks you like to reach during spring, you know, playing so many innings, getting so many at-bats, to make sure that your process is at the right point?
Nothing specific. I kind of let Boach map it out, and Will Venable, and you know, definitely get my days off here. You're not playing every day here, but as long as your fastball timing is right by the end of camp, that's what's most important.
Are you where you want to be at this point this spring in terms of the build-up and, you know, getting into a rhythm?
My body feels great. You know, I think fastball timing is something I'm still working on, just like everybody. Once you're on time for the fastball, you don't chase balls in dirt. Once you see the ball better and you're able to have a shorter path to the baseball, it just makes you a better hitter. So those are things I'm working on every day.
You guys are obviously in the same place where you won the championship. Do those memories still kind of creep back in? Or are there certain times when you kind of revisit those incredible memories?
I think when we see the fans and just the World Series shirts and just the excitement from the fans, you know, they see anybody from the World Series team and they're cheering right away, and you know, it's a good feeling. We want to do it again for them.
Were you one of the guys who got one of the replica trophies? Or no?
I didn't, no, but you know, you see the trophy. I saw it all off season, every event we had. I just can't wait to get the ring. That's something I'll cherish forever.
Yeah, I heard they're a pretty penny, those replicas.
replicas?
Tiffany's pretty serious
Yeah.
about the pricing.
I think the rings probably are too, but you know, they got a lot to hand out. But you know, everybody earned it. So.
What's working for you today? I mean, you got some good swing and miss stuff there and a few strikeouts. So
Yeah.
you're playing well.
Throwing strikes early in counts always works well. I worked ahead a little bit better today than I had last week or the week before. And then was getting some good swings on the changeup today.
Why do you think you were feeling a little more, I guess, in control today than the last few starts you had?
I think that's just a normal progression of spring. I think I get more comfortable as the spring goes, and I'd probably say most guys are like that. Just took reps to get comfortable. Yeah.
Well, that defensive play you had there.
Yeah, it was just
what was
pure
that?
reactionary. I was a little slow off the getting over to first, and so had some ground to make up, and I was either barehanded or trying to reach behind me with the glove and step on it, so I just kind of let my reactions take over. So yeah, it was cool.
PFPs are working.
PFPs are practice are definitely working. Yeah. Yeah.
What did Mike Maddox say to you after that?
He said that was a good play, kid. Thanks, coach.
We talked about this a little bit after your last start, but
Yeah.
in terms of whether you land rotation, bullpen, whatever it looks like, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, do you feel like you can do anything to help them make a decision, or do you feel like it's out of my hands, I just got to go and do?
I mean, I can definitely go out this spring and prove that I can get through a lineup 2 or 3 times and earn the spot, I think. And so, I mean, me doing that, I guess that's, partially in my control and partially just in the game's control. But being the best version of myself, working ahead, not walking guys. Had another 3-2 walk today that I kicked myself over and over on. As a command guy, I can't get free bases like that. So.